Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome in. Come on in. Let's have today's conversation. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Thursday. Yeah, it's really beautiful outside. Looking at the weather outside is really beautiful, and yeah, it's something that you could just walk around, take a walk around before it really gets dark. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming today. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Um, Thank you for being here. Thank you, amazing people, for joining me this beautiful evening. Give me 1 second. I'm hearing noise from the background, okay? All right. So today you've seen my title and I believe you've seen my thumbnail, okay? If you recall, I think it was 2 days ago on my previous live stream, I said everybody should relax. It's not he who, went to the court first that wins the case. The courts will determine the case based on its merit, just like they reviewed Korra's court submission on Zoey, that's the crystal lady, and they saw reasons to hear the case, so the court granted continuance to hear the case in August. Now, Mr. Korra Obidi, as we all know, made an announcement on Facebook that he has filed restraining order against his ex, and the woman should stop talking about him and all of that, and put it out there. A lot of people, bloggers, content creators, everybody ran to Unicourt and downloaded the documents. The documents are all over social media. Just Google Korra Obidi's court documents. You will see a lot of information out there, especially on Facebook. It's not something you search, with any stress. Just type in within few seconds, everything will populate for you. You now start thinking, which one should I read first and which one shouldn't I? So apparently, from the latest update, most of I told you guys the volume of what he filed. I can't remember how many pages, whether it was over 60 pages. Some of the things this man filed in court were some of those information that were collated by the grandmothers in the WhatsApp group, the grannies in the WhatsApp group. When I say grannies, you know the people I'm referring to, the ladies that have been helping him. One of them said that Mr. Korobidi actually fit in within her grandchildren. So that's where the name came, grannies. So he filed those documents without reviewing some of the evidence and some of the exhibits he presented in court. When the court looked at some of those documents, the court said, this is stale. This has passed time for you to file. This is 3 years old. This is 2 years old. For that reason, they started striking out most of those orders he requested from the court. So some of the prayers he sought from the court were denied. Okay, so even at all the court is going to grant is going to be a temporary restraining order pending when the case is heard. I said it here, it's not he who ran first to the court that wins the case. We'll be breaking it down gradually, and you also be getting to hear other details that we're going to be discussing today. Feel free to like this video, share, invite your friends, and most importantly, your contribution is highly appreciated in the comment section. All right. So the second thing we'll be talking about today will be finally, Korra Obidi has served Madam Crystal, aka Zoey, the summon. We talked about it few in my previous video, and some people that came to the live stream were like, she's been dodging service. Eventually, the document is out there on social media as well, showing proof of service. Remember the last time they went to the court And the judge reviewed the case and then said, okay, continuance. However, Korra, and also admonished Korra for not serving the 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 respondent. Okay, so Korra served, and evidence of service is also on social media. All right. So, here we work with facts, not just she said, I said, or she said, he said. So I have most of those documents here on my phone. I'm using blur screen. Okay. I have most of those documents here. We'll be going through some of them together. Another thing I want to also say, I want to applaud, those on social media talking about this case. And the reason why I'm saying that, most of the documents I've seen so far on social media did not show that of the children. I made a plea this morning, justice for Korra Obidi's children, because of the kind of, you know, documents that the ex-husband of Korra, Mr. Korra Obidi, filed in the court, which is a public document. A lot of people, downloaded the document. They have them on their phones, on their laptop, and whatever. The reason why I made the plea asking for justice for Korra Obidi's children, because of the descriptive nature of the document. The man went all the way describing a lot of things that are very personal that you need to, preserve for the consumption of the family and family alone, but is now in the public domain. And also the pictures of the young kids were also in those court documents. So far, the ones I've seen, I've not seen any one of the children. So I must applaud the content creators for at least protecting the images of the children and their rights as well. So thank you. If you ever shared those documents on social media, thank you for not sharing that of the children. Thank you. That's all I can say. So I have the, I forgot I'm using a blur screen. Maybe I should remove my background. All right, I do have the case between Crystal, the respondent, and Korra Obidi, if Nanya Anita is a petitioner, and Korra's attorney's name, where they were asked for continuance. Okay, and also I have here that the summon, the service has, this is affidavit of service. All right, guys, let me turn on this my computer. Give me 1 second to not turn it up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's go close daddy's door because I can hear his laughter. All right. Sorry about that. I needed to shut down my other computer because it was very close to this one and it's making us. Hey, Lady Money Roll, thank you for joining me today. Good evening to you as well. And for all the people watching me from the background, do me well by liking this video, share your thoughts with me in the comment section. So I do have the affidavit of service, which is proof of service. And it's showing that I don't want to read the name of the person that served, but I'm going to say I, and the name of the person, being duly sworn, deposed, and saying, I am over 18 and I'm not party to this action, and within the abundance of the, no, within the boundaries of the state where service was effected, I was authorized by law to make service and inform the said person. The said person is now Crystal, and the manner of service, personal, individual, and it was served on June 9th at 7:55 p.m. So now Crystal has been served by Korra Nanya Anita Obidi. Okay, so their case will be heard in August. Like I said, we'll be following all of this, especially the legal aspect of it here at Oyoyo's channel. When I made the video of Korra suing the woman, and also reading out to you guys that the court admonished Korra for not showing any proof of service. Most of you that came in the comment section did explain that it seems the woman was dodging service. That's why she was unable to be served. So I now said anyway, she could dodge for all we care. If she can be served personally, Cora will seek for the court to grant substitute service. Substitute service will now be either you do a publication in the newspaper, you serve through email, is recognized right now, or you do what you serve through postal mail, where they will send it through the post. Most people do registered mail, and now the lady has been served, and she was served in person on June 9th. So that's a good thing, a good update, and I'm happy that she can no longer say she did not receive the sermon. And when you're served individually, you sign the bailiff's document. The bailiff takes that to the court and document. So we're talking about that, but also I made some discovery about what people are thinking about with this court document that Mr. AKA Korra Obidi, filed. Somebody expressed, you know, will I say disappointment by saying that she was highly disappointed that Mr. Korra Obidi did not request for the court to seal the document she filed, considering that he provided indecent pictures of the daughter and horrible description of things concerning minors. When you have things like that, knowing fully well that your case has been on social media for the longest, I think 2 years plus now. The first thing that will come to your mind, especially when you claim to be an awoke parent, that the reason you filed for with Facebook was because you don't want your children's pictures, their videos on any form of social media. One will expect that you go a step further by praying the court to seal the document because of the things you describe in your document about your own children. We did a live stream this morning talking about it seems that this man doesn't get it, and he's beginning to look that he really do not have the interests of these children at heart. Most of my people that came on the live stream describe how this man has continuously said on his live stream and also on the telephone conversation that was shared on WhatsApp, how having his children in foster care would be far better than the children staying with their mom. Take a moment to think about that. Just a moment. Let me know what is going on in your mind right now. Hey, one by one, thank you for joining me, Treasure. Thank you for being here, beautiful. Thank you. How come you're not sleeping, baby? Huh? Why are you still awake? Let me know anyway. So people are, expressing their disappointment for a man so eager to yank off the children's pictures and videos from their mother's Facebook page, not requesting that the court should seal his document, the document he filed, knowing fully well that bloggers will download those documents and have access to those images. Now, what kind of protection is this man talking about? Let someone make it make sense, because I want to understand it too. You ran off with Facebook, with Meta, to file image protection, privacy protection against your ex-wife. The same children's pictures, videos are still on your page on Facebook. And the pictures of your children are in the hands of the WhatsApp group where those things were claimed to have been shared. But the only person that you were after to hunt was your ex, so that she doesn't profit from your children. The last time I checked, she still remains the mother of those children. Now, the same man that was so interested in protecting the image of his children filed a court document which he could have kept secret without making any announcement, People will just be guessing what is going on with this man. Nobody's hearing from him. He ran off as usual, turned on the ring light. Unfortunately, I don't use ring light for my live stream. I really want to start using that because it pushes your video to be HD. I think I should, right? So he ran off, turned on his ring light, and the next thing he did was to announcement, 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 public announcement, public announcement, public announcement. I have now filed restraining order against my narcissist ex. There was no name. This man did not call the ex on that announcement. There was no name. From monster to whatever you can think of. Go watch the video. It's not long. It's still on his Facebook page. He made that announcement without praying the court to please seal this document, especially pages 1, 2, 3, whatever the pages where those children's pictures were, or where he gave the strict, some horrific description of the children. I think that's the right word for it. He could have prayed the court to seal those parts of the document. So even if you pay to obtain the full court document, those pages, you will not see them because they will not be among the documents you have access to. This best father of the year, Oga Protector of Children, did not do that. That's why the children's pictures, children's descriptive of whatever that's happened to the children are floating all over on social media in the hands of strangers. Think about it. This is indices that this guy never really cared about the image of the children. Rather, the reason why he put on that protective whatever with Meta was to make sure that Korra would not make a dime when the children feature in her pages. That is the obvious reason. Because if the intention was to protect the children's image, the first thing that will ring the bell to you when you go to court to file, for a lawsuit, when you approach and do, it's okay, I need to inquire that this my document, contains some images of my children and also the description I gave about what happened to my children, reason why I'm seeking for full custody. I want to know the process of them, those parts of the document getting sealed. What is the process? Then they would have advised you if they need to charge you fee, if there is a fee for them, they will now tell you the process. You get those ones sealed so that the public will still have access to your document, but anywhere the children's pictures or description, were listed, those pages will be completely sealed. That's when you are indeed protecting the image of your children. Not when you're doing partial protection. How can you be protecting the image of the children against their own mother? Make it make sense. All right. Hi, Jesse. Good evening. Host, the man is cray cray. Of course. Everything is pointing at it that the man is indeed cray cray. All right. So the reason why this guy got some of the orders he prayed the court partially denied was because the cases that Grandma UK, all those documents, the woman said, I was the one that did all your CPA documents. I collected all the documents. They are too old. According to how someone put it nicely, the person said he waited almost for 3 years of his anger, being in a fragile state and pressure from fans. He goes to submit them only for the judge to say partially denied because the evidence is too old. So most of those things he, prayed the court to grant him were denied. That is the latest update on that restraining order. We are denied. So the court is going to grant him partial temporary restraining order. pending when the case is heard. So their case is coming up in July. Let me get back there. It's coming up in July. However, the Crystal case will be coming up in August. We'll be following these details, and as they break, we are going to be bringing the information here at Oyoyo's Word on Facebook, Oyoyo's Word on YouTube. Make sure to follow me on Facebook if you're not following me yet. Like this video, invite your friends, and tell them about Oyoyo's Word. And as well on YouTube, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, do well by subscribing, like this video, share as well. And also, our membership is up and running on YouTube. Don't forget to join our membership to support what we are doing here. All right. Why did this man list everything he listed, demanding everything the demands are too many. The demands are too many. I tried to screenshot most of them, but let me see. Okay. Let me see the ones I can read. I don't want to um all right. Let me pull up. Okay, I don't think this man has an attorney, okay? Because if at all he was represented when he filed the case, they could have flagged those pictures and said, you know what? Because these are minors, we need to seal this part of the document and all of that. So it's really sad. And this is the man that said, I like the way people put it out there. He said he cannot come out saying he's protecting the girls and cares about their safety or mention anything about predators having access because guess what? He gave the access to them too. And that is a fact. Remember in that their WhatsApp group, according to the things interview granted by Zoey, the one Korra is suing because of the children. The lady granted interviews on YouTube and Facebook saying that she got consent from the children's father before she shared those videos and pictures in the group. And the reason the people in the WhatsApp group they've contributed money to this guy, and because of that, he said you can go ahead and share. So there is exchange of money for pictures, which is intent, you understand, motive behind the share is because of the money. That's the motivating factor. Then you now ask yourself, you're protecting your children against their mother that you have 50-50 custody with, but you're allowing strangers to share your children's pictures and video in a WhatsApp group of over 100 people. So let's assume we are 10 here and I send a picture to the 10 of you, for example, and each person you have people that are, friends, may say 10 of us will send to 5 people. Imagine the number of people that receive that. And then the second phase of that will still share to their own friends. So the WhatsApp group was women or people, over 100 people in the WhatsApp group. They got access to those pictures. And that's one of the reasons that Korra is suing this woman. And the woman was also discredited by her own son. Her own son granted interview saying that the mother is used to doing what? Making videos of people and using those videos to blackmail them. That is the woman Mr. Korra Obidi left his children with to babysit. This woman came to babysit Mr. Korobidi's children, and it wasn't once, they said twice. And according to the woman herself in her testimonial on social media, she made those videos live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, saying that in one of the occasions that she went to babysit, the guy wanted to go have drinks with his friends. So he needed someone to watch the children, and he asked me if I was available. I obliged him, and I went to his home and I babysat the children for him. This is a woman that has a rap with on her name. She has a record. And if you understand what having a record means, is that he has a rap sheet with the law. And that's why the case is in August. We'll be following every detail of that case until the case is decided. We'll be updating you guys here on everything you need to know. Now, so if this man had taken his time to process his action, he wouldn't have ran off to file those documents of 2 years ago, documents of 3 years ago. Now they threw those ones out. They crossed those one out. They're not going to be doing any of those. They're only going to concentrate on the recent evidence he presented, and they are going to determine the case. Once they hear the case, if we have any update, be ready to hear it from here. All right. Now, the question is, why is this man still dragging after 2 years of divorce? Why? Why is this man not recognizing that he's the one shooting himself on the leg? Why? Why is this man not realizing that it's time for me to stop talking about all of this? Why is this man, why did he take more than 3 weeks to do tell it all on his ex? Why? This man sat down for over 3 weeks, every day for 3 weeks, talking about the ex, how she did this, how she did not do this, how she went to Nigeria when she was 5 months pregnant, how her private was named after a club in Los Angeles, how this they did it. There was nothing this guy did not say. And after saying all the tell it all and all of that, he now came to file a restraining order. Most of you here were of the opinion that Korra should have taken action a long time ago. That the moment that thing happened in London, she came back to the US. This guy was busy saying that the attack in London was a stage attack. There was nothing like that. That would have been the best time to file for defamation of character and at the same time restraining order. But Korra did not. That is okay. Let's see how it plays out in court. Now that the court has told him some of your cases here, we are not going to hear this, we are not going to hear that. Now he's going to sit down properly and think. And remember, in some of the things he's asking the court, he's praying for the court that his mental health has been affected. And for that reason, Korra will be the one that will pay for his mental health treatment, his therapy, doctor visits, and what have you. And he also asking the court that Korra is going to pay for all his legal fees. Then the question is, Oga, so you've been eyeing that GoFundMe money ever since. You've been eyeing it. So you want also to use the GoFundMe money to pay for your legal fees. But anyway, let me bust your bubble. Alante GoFundMe has been set for him, and we'll be Googling it because I love working with facts. We don't just say anything. I heard about it today in a live stream, but let's see if I can find it without let's see if I can find it on. It's usually very difficult if you don't have the link, but I'm going to try. And if you don't know the title of the GoFundMe, you might not pull up any information, but let's see what I find. Oh, his name is very common here in America, so they have a lot of people with his name. Let me see if I will put doctor on the name. Let's see what we find because I love having facts, not just statements, Okay, I'm not seeing anything on his name, but I don't know how they title the GoFundMe. I really hope I will find it. And if I do, we are going to come here to talk about it, okay? All right. Thank you, Smith. Thank you for joining Pure Obsession of Korra and Her Money. You can say that again and again. Loud it if you can. That's what it's all about. It's all about money, money, money. When you can't get hold of the money, you want to crush the source of the money so that this said woman that you brought to America will not have access to that money that she deprived you. Is what it is. Thank you guys for the like. Please share, like, and also um, contribute in the conversation. Okay, like this video for me. That's the much you can do for me. Contribute as well in the comment section. So the question is, how come this man did not take his time to go through his document? Why, who was chasing him? What was chasing him? Why was he in a hurry to file this restraining order? And then he went and filed the things they compiled for him 2 years ago by the Madam Collector in England, the one that did all the CPA document for him. How come he waited for that long to file it? And remember, he has fallen out with these women. He called them names, called them out, and then blocked them. Okay? So let's assume that Korra is the problem. Let's just assume. And then women, strangers, right, came to help you out of their own goodwill, to support you. What led to your fallout with all these women? How come her market is no longer Coral? How did you fall out with the woman that have been collecting evidences for you? This woman practically slept, drank coffee, eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Cora's page, because Cora goes live whenever she chooses. And for you to catch everything she's doing, you have to feast everything you're doing on that page. So this woman practically slept, woke up, ate breakfast, lunch, a dinner on Cora's page and gathered all those information, gathered all the evidences. Remember, it's from video because Korra doesn't write much. She makes her live stream. So this woman will watch all the live stream, whether it's 2 hours or she will watch all of them and then start writing them down. Maybe she was even watching with recorder. Then after using the recorder, she goes back to play them out and then put them in text, and then they come out as written documents. Somebody took the pain of doing that much for you, and you still fell out with the person. That's one. The second one was Kimberly. He fell out with Kimberly too. The third one is the one that has a orange suit on her. The one that her prison document is all over Facebook. That one, he even invited that one to his home twice, according to the woman. He also fell out with that one. So, who has a problem here? If you cannot be able to keep a relationship or maintain one, who has a problem here? I want you to be the judge. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. Hi, Fumi. Hello. Hi, Fumi. Thank you for being here. Jamina, thank you for joining me today. Thank you. This is my first time of seeing you. Hey, Royal D, thank you for joining today. How are you doing? Please, as you come in, like this live stream for me. Please like, share, and support the live stream, okay? So this man practically fell out with those that were supporting him because you know what? He felt he knows it all. He felt he's always right. And I need you to just use your smartphone or your laptop, whatever it is you're watching. Type about the characters of a person who feels he knows it all, who doesn't take advice from people, and see what will come out. The word you're searching for will be a narcissist. A narcissist. That's the person that feels he got everything figured out. He's wiser than the three wise men that came to welcome Jesus. He knows it all more than what's that? Oh my God. Which professor will I use? He knows more than the people that invented anything, okay? Maybe, who invented electricity? What was the black guy's name? Okay, we'll find out. I'm going to get all of those. He knows it all more than anybody. And he still fell out with the people trying to help him. This one is not Korra anymore. Let's assume Korra was the problem. How come in a space of 2 years, This man could not hold a relationship. One, any girl that comes around, the girl runs like without turning back. The women that came to help him, he fell out with all of them. What do you think is the problem? Blue what?
Louis Latney.
Okay, Louis Latmere is the black man that invented what? Is the light bulb. Okay, Louis Lightman. Yeah, this Mr. Korra Obidi is wiser, more brilliant than all these people. Louis what?
Latney.
Latmere. That's the brother that invented light bulb. People don't get to hear his name much, but research about it. Who invented light bulb is a black brother. Okay. All right. Fumi said, Oyo, you don't forget that the evidence he's using has already been submitted to CPS and DCF, and he was investigated and cleared by a sitting judge. It's a joke. Are you kidding me? You know what the court document said? The court document said they were too old. So maybe this case, he took it to a different court, okay, so that they will not have the court record. Let me see if I'll pull it up because I did screenshot it. The court document says that the documents are 2 to 3 years old. They are too old. Other reasons for denial. There are several reasons why they denied the case. Reason for denials for some or all the others requested on Form DV100. The facts given in this request from DV100 do not show reasonable proof of a past act or acts of abuse. Family Code Section 6300, Section 6320, Section 6320.5. So the things he submitted, that's what one of the reasons the court denied that. The second reason, the facts given in the request do not give enough details about the most recent incidents of abuse, okay? Including what happened, the date, who did what to whom, or any injury or history of the same thing. I don't want to continue to make. Then other reasons, then the court now wrote, many of the posting are 2 years or 3 years old, so they are very old. That was the reason why they denied it, and the judge signed. So they granted temporary restraining order, filed stamp. So that is what is in the court document. Not knowing is the same thing he's been presenting for the past 2 years. He kept presenting, thinking he was going to beat the court. But I tell you, it's not he who ran first to the court that wins the case. The court is going to scrutinize your document and then see if there is reason to hear the case or toss the case and move on, because you can't waste taxpayers' money. All right. Fumi said exactly every woman he has fallen out with, even single ones of those single one of those women. He recently introduced Summer as the love of his life, and that lasted for 4 months. He can't retain a relationship, friendship with anyone. Exactly. You know, I was just saying, let's just assume that Korra was the problem. How come? What happened to all these people? Before summer, there was a lady that came from UK, another Nigerian lady, okay? The one that was caught with towel when the children were around. All these things are public information. They're all over social media because he was doing live and the girl carried her towel and then passed. Camera caught the girl on the towel. Why June was in the house. So that one did not last. There before summer. Summer just looked at herself and said, it's like I made a big mistake, dating this guy. The girl folded her things and walked without looking back. So would you now say that it's still Korra Obidi that is this man's problem? He can't keep relationship. He can't keep even single babe. He can't. No, he should reevaluate himself and see where the problem is coming from and get help. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Royal D said, yes, everything he said again, he said the same time. You see, everything, he kept on repeating it. I guess that slogan that says, you continue to tell a lie, before you know it, people will start believing that lie to be true. I think that's what he's trying to use. Then when you continue to emphasize on lies, before you know it, the person will say, oh yeah, I've heard that somewhere before. It becomes the true statement. But it's not working, because you know why? When he's of sound mind, he says things. Then when he's doing cuckoo, he says another. So people got his evidences all over. Just yesterday on my live stream, someone noticed that he was beginning to delete some of the video. Another person left my live stream and downloaded most of those tell-it-all video he did against Korra, so that they can keep those as evidence. He's very stupid. Okay. He thinks taking it to another judge will make it recent. The attention of the previous judgment will be brought to the attention of the current judge. Sometimes people try to, outsmart the system, not knowing that these people, they communicate with each other. They do. They communicate. You might just be there telling all your lies, and the person that is attending to you, okay, this name, they will now type your name in the system. It will pop up. The moment it pops up in another court, they will just reach out to the court. What do you have to say about this case? Do you have any information on this? They will say, yes, I'm going to send you details. Before you leave that place, they already gotten all the information they need about you. Honestly, these people, they correspond with each other. Don't think taking your matter to another court in the same state will save you. Nah, you would have gone to maybe his home state, I think that's Colorado, to file this lawsuit. Maybe that would take him at least weeks or to verify the information. Don't mind me, guys. I learned, I don't know what Jemima is saying, but I guess she will make herself clear. Narcissist don't keep people in their lives long time because they are evil. Honestly, they are. You should have gone to Oregon. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You should have gone to Oregon to file this one. At least they will see the name in the system and probably grant him the restraining order. By the time they now correspond with the other court, oh, where is your place of residence? Oh, I live in California. Why didn't you file in California? I think it's more comfortable for me to file here, being my parents, so that I can get all the support, emotional support that I need. They will say, boy, we don't have jurisdiction to hear your case. He said, can you just file it anyway? After all, I used to live here. It doesn't work that way. If they don't have jurisdiction to hear your case, carry your case back to California. I guess he was thinking that if I go to another court, at least they will not be able to. But even if it was another court kind of situation, they will still review your document. That is given. They will scrutinize every information to determine whether they are going to hear this case or not. It's done to every request they see, every case that is filed. They go through it, know if you're just there to waste the court's time or not. Honestly, there was a case that the judge looked at the case. It was about an African that got himself in trouble and was sent to jail. So in one of those, his lawyer was trying everything he could. So he was trying to appeal the sentence. The judge looked at the case and said, wait, this guy is not even American resident. He's just a visiting person that overstayed his visit. Why am I wasting taxpayers' money to hear this case? Judge just signed document, deportation. Straight. When he gets to his home country, let them try the case there. That this is pure waste of taxpayers' money. This person is not a resident, a visiting person. You overstayed your visit and you went and committed an offense that took you to jail. So think about it. All right. Exposing those sealed CPA's conversation. All right, guys. So sorry about that. Exposing those sealed CPS conversation of the alleged so whatever against the children, against June, and those indecent photos he submitted in the public document will prove to the judge he's an unfit father. Yeah, definitely the judge is going to look at everything. This guy is no longer stable because he's beginning to show from his actions. It's beginning to show that he's no longer stable. And those are the things the court is going to use to determine whether he's a fit father or not. You know, he's very good at shooting himself on the leg all the time. All. He first of all brought his divorce case to social media. Family is asking to withdraw the case. He was coconut head. He said no. When he started biting him, he started looking for people talking about him to be his problem. Why they asked you, they pleaded. Even Korra's father was begging, let's settle this out of social media. This guy grew deaf ears. The next thing he turned that it was Korra's fans that were his problem. He started by reporting their pages on Facebook, reporting their pages so that he would demonetize most of them. And did that stop? It did not stop. He started attacking Nancy, attacking Cheta, attacking everybody. Did that stop? He did not stop it. And then he came back. He kept on talking about this woman. We all saw what played out a month and a half ago. He sat every day for over 3 weeks talking about his ex, talking about Korra Obidi in every negative form you could think of. And after talking about Korra for that length of time, he carried his stale documents and went to court to file for restraining order so that Korra will stop talking about it. Some people are sick. Oh, I'm saying this, you don't get it. Some people are really, really sick. They are going through a lot. And you can't help somebody who has failed to recognize that he needs help. I'm going to give an example of a particular person. This person used to be medicated in the past. The parents were the ones that committed this person into a facility where he was getting treatment. Then at some point, he got better, he left the place, and it became difficult getting employment. A very well read person. Don't think people doing cray are those that did not go to school. Then the next thing that happened, this person, if he goes for an interview and they don't offer him a job, he sues the organization, sues the company, and why he leave? While he was doing the, suing everybody, every place he went for interview, he sues them for not giving him a job. And guess what this person? He refused to think about him not being stable enough to work. His parents tried to pull him back to hospital and all of that. Now he's suing the hospitals. So he has sued the hospitals for releasing his medical document, for saying that listing the kind of medication they administer to him. And as he's suing all of this, he copied the governor of his state, he copied the senators, copying CNN, copying any broadcast company in America. He did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 8 times. And he will copy all the places he has been. And you tell me that the person is fit to get employment. The parents are very confused right now because they don't even know how to intervene anymore. And it's only the parents who will now be the guardian that will yank this person off this behavior. by committing him again to a facility. So people that are educated are also cray, okay? Anxiety, if you don't treat it, it gets depression. If you don't treat it, some notes will start missing up there. And before you know it, you start being irrational. Everybody will be your problem except you. Everybody, everybody is your problem except you. And it simply means there is something here that is missing. But Oga Mr. Korra Obidi has not come to terms with his reality. That this thing he's been doing for the past 2 years has passed the level of sanity. It's no longer normal. It's time for him to pack his load and settle down and start thinking. All right, let me read further. Okay, Jamina said, I learned KO's third lawyer is a black woman, woo, and has gone through a bad divorce herself. This will be very interesting. Are you kidding me? This will be very, very interesting. I can't wait to get hold of those documents. Fumi said he's been coming. No, he's been claiming he had a thriving business, but based off the chiropractor investigation result, it appears he didn't even have license to practice in the state of California. Excuse me. He has no license to practice in the state of California. Where did he get his degrees again? Huh. Maybe Oregon. Didn't he sit for board in California? Because if you're going to another state to practice your profession, you still need to sit for board exams so you can get license to practice in the state you move. Maybe he did not, but he's been practicing with Korra. Korra has been his number one client, and the few other people we saw on social media. Does that mean he didn't even have license when he was doing all the bone stretching with those people? Hey, wait. That's a big one. I've not really had time to Google this guy. If I Google him, I'm going to find a lot of information about him. They shouldn't push me because I know the site where to go to Google somebody and get very verifiable information. Wow. He didn't have legal right to treat patients. No. Wait. He didn't have legal right to treat patients in the state of California. He was found guilty of misrepresentation and was asked to put Doctor of Chiropractor in his title. Oh, DC instead of DR. Hold on. Hold on. Are you kidding me? That's an offense. So, ooh, ooh, mm, eh, hmm, hmm. Okay. I'm late coming. What did I miss? You haven't missed much. The updates. I'm sorry, I'm chewing something. My daughter left this on my table. Sorry, guys. MTA, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining today. Let me quickly rush on the update. The update is that his restraining order was partially denied, and the court denied based on the fact that the information he provided, there were no reasonable proof to believe there was abuse in the past. There were no history of abuse, and that the documents are too old, so they can't use those to determine the case. That he needs to get recent documents or recent proof of recent abuse, not the one that he's claiming 2 years ago. So they tossed those ones out and said denied, partially denied, and then granted temporary. And another thing is that Zoey has finally been served by Korra. Zoey was served on June 9th, at 7:55 p.m., signed, sealed, and delivered. Now, Korra will just be making an appearance in the court starting from August. So that's I just summarize what we've been talking about here for you. All right, let's see. Oyoyo, check the court document. Is all there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take my time to review most of those documents. And if I find anything, I will come and share with my audience here. The ones I got, I've already read through them. Okay, the ones I got. I want to get hold of the whole document, which I know where to get. Then we can continue the conversation as as they unfold. Thank you all of you for joining me today. It's been an interesting conversation. We are now 55 minutes gone in today's conversation, and we are talking on updates on the documents filed by Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Korra Obidi's ex-husband, and also notifying our audience that Zoey, Madam Crystal, has been finally served. Okay. So if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. Don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notification bell on so you receive my notification whenever I go live. If you're on Facebook, like, follow, and invite your friends. So, what is the reason why this guy filed how many pages? I can't recall, but the pages are huge of stale documents, all because he wanted to beat Korra to Korra's game. He wanted to beat Korra to it. That's why he ran off to file document that he did not vet properly, and also took the ones he has been filing for the past 2 years back to court. And most of these documents, according to what my audience are saying here, they were sealed documents with CP. But this guy went and filed them without requesting for the court to partially seal the documents, especially those relating to the children's pictures and all those descriptions he wrote about what the children went on or what happened with the children. He did not ask the court to seal this. Almost 400 pages. You can understand. It's not something you read overnight. Are you kidding me? 400 pages. That means that the whole document that was shown on Facebook by Madam Kofo, he has already received them. Maybe she shipped those documents to him. He received the document and ran off to file for restraining order. And he has also called Papa Obidi, that Papa Obidi is not fit to be around the children. There was nothing this guy did not state in those documents. I want to make us laugh a little, to ease the evening. There was a young Nigerian, young adult, is not a teenager, young adult. The girl should be around 22 up to 24, years of years within that bracket, 22, maybe 24, at most 25. So I don't think she's up to 20, maybe 22 to 24. So this girl left her parents' home and went to nightclub to club and have fun with her friends. And as you all know, social media is a place people make videos and post anything on social media. So she was rocking it on stage, dancing and twerking and doing all manner of dance on stage. Her friends were videoing her, cheering her on. She was really, feeling high in cloud 20. So by the time they finished, those things were posted maybe on her Instagram handle. And trust people, the next thing, it was all over the social media. Unfortunately for this young Nigerian adult, the father got hold of that video that the daughter was digging it in the nightclub. And only God knows if this girl had lied to the father that she was going for a night vigil in the church, or maybe she was going to do a sleepover in her friend's house and then ran off to go to the club. The beatings the girl received then, hey, the father told the daughter, You're still in my house. You're still my daughter. You're still under my roof. I am your African Nigerian father. You cannot come and disgrace my name like this. You cannot drag my family name in the mud. If you see the girl's black eyes, blue eyes, yellow eyes, red eyes, to tell you the extent a Nigerian father can do to discipline their children. So, in case Mr. Korobidi will come across this video, if a child in Nigeria, if you step out of bounds, your parents will put you right on track. No question asked. If you like, carry them go police. Police go bring their bolala and join your parents to discipline you. I'm gonna give another example of a young Nigerian American. They went, for tonight. The father said we are going to Nigeria, not knowing the reason why the father wanted him to see how people respect, their elders back home. So this young boy, they lived in Chicago at the time, went to Nigeria with his father. Then, on getting to Nigeria, he had sagged pants. He sagged his pants very down. The father has been screaming to no avail. So, they got to the airport in Nigeria. The father was like, can you pull your pants off, my friend? He now started feeling too big to be talked to by the father. Why are you talking to me? Started doing all of the father yanked him once. One slap goes down on the face. The guy said, how dare you do that to me? Blah, 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 blah. So he saw a police officer in uniform, ran off to the police to report that the father just, gave him a dirty boza. The police officer said, what happened? He said, I need you to arrest him. Arrest him. He just did this. The police now said, okay, what happened? The guy was explaining to the police, then they got to where the father was. The police asked the father, what happened? He said, officer, just take a look at him. Look at how he dressed. I asked him to put the drawers up and he was arguing with me. So I gave him a little boza on the face. The police officer just brought his baton. Come on, will you dress properly? Everything changed. The guy was like, what's going on here? Are you not the popo? I said, yeah, I'm the popo in Nigeria. That was how the guy's brain started resetting immediately. He said, wow, so I can't even call the popo here to help me. So he got the message right from the airport and pulled his pants up, put in his belt properly, and buttoned up. They now continue their journey. So the way parenting is done is different from location to location, continent to continent. You can't use how a father disciplined his child in Africa 30 years ago to come and say because of that the man is not fit to be around your children. That case will also be struck out. Trust me. Trust me. All right. He attached all of Korra's book. Yes, I saw that part. I saw the part he attached Korra's book. I was expecting him to put the original, because of copyright infringement. But anyways, I saw the book. The exhibits he put out there, they were too many to count. I was like, this man has really, really lost it. If you're hearing my voice and you truly care for this man, this is the time you guys should be checking on him daily. Sincerely speaking, check on him, make sure he's doing well, and advise him if he needs to see a doctor. Yes, he can. I will still look for that his GoFundMe account and to see if I will find it. They said they started a GoFundMe for him on. Let me see if I find it. Let me see. I'm still looking, guys, to see if I'll find something. These are old ones. I'm looking for anything new. Okay, these are May 10th and all of that. No, I'm not seeing anything recent. So if I find anything, trust me, I'm going to bring it here. All right, my beautiful people, I am so glad to have you all here. As I said before, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Soyoyo. If you're following me on Facebook, thank you for following. Don't forget to like this live stream for me. If you're yet to follow me, follow as well. Like the live stream, share the video, and invite your friends to join this page. If you're on YouTube watching me, thank you as well. If you're yet to subscribe, do me well by subscribing and also turn on your post notification bell to receive my videos whenever I go live. For me, Madam Kofo said whoever wrote that thing failed, he filed should be jailed. Are you kidding? That's what Madam Kofo said. Whoa, should be jailed. Hey, well, hey, well, they haven't even seen anything. I don't even know. I don't think somebody helped him because he said he doesn't have a lawyer. So maybe he was doing it by himself and eventually got tired and ran off to the court to file because but I think he might have a lawyer because he said in the prayers in the document, one of them was that Korra should pay for his legal fees. So if that's the case there, that means he has a lawyer. But unfortunately, I don't know if he has paid the lawyer or if he got the lawyer after he has filed the lawsuit. We don't know that for sure. So it's 1 hour, 6 minutes. So we made it an hour here. And you guys know, it's usually very difficult for me on weekdays because I just finished work. A few minutes after I finished work, I came live. So right now is 15 minutes past 6 p.m. my time. And the weather is beautiful. I want to go sit outside on my patio and stretch my leg and receive fresh air. Okay. And I want to thank all of you for joining me. Don't forget, I go live in the morning, early morning, my time, and also go live during lunch time in the afternoon and in the evening. Follow me. Let's do this together as you're finding information. If you find any information you want us to talk about, do me well by sending it to Oyoyo Sword on Facebook. I will receive it. Okay. And if you have something you want me to talk about and you're watching from my YouTube channel, go to my community page, leave me a comment of what you want us to talk about. We are definitely going to discuss all of those if I receive them. I want to appreciate all of you for joining me today. Immense gratitude for that. Thank you so much for that. And also for my people on YouTube, my channel membership is up. Support what we are doing here by subscribing to my channel membership is not too high, just reasonable amount, and you can cancel at any time if you don't want to continue. So support what we are doing here by encouraging us with your kind support. And also share this video, spread the news, tell people about Oyoyo Sword on Facebook and on YouTube. Bring on your analysis, bring your A game as we bring topics so that we can analyze those things together. Okay. I want to appreciate all of you for always coming with your A game. Don't forget to join me tomorrow early in the morning, American Central Time, around 6:30 in the morning, and also join me at noon in the afternoon, and then evening at 5:05 p.m. That will be after work. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, remain blessed and stay out of trouble. Okay, and if you're a single person believing God for a life partner, may the likes of Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Korra Obidi, not cross your line or jam you or meet you in the future. May the likes of that man not cross your path. May God bring a very sane man a man that will reason with you, join hands with you to build, a man that will be there through thick and thin, a man that will be there when the going is good and when the going is not good. May God bring such men your way, not the likes of Mr. aka Korra Obidi. Until I see you guys in my next one, stay blessed. Bye, everyone.